So I thought I'd make a video on how to change one of these, this nozzle washer jet that shoots water onto your screen. It's got an electrical connection because it's a heated nozzle. I've seen quite a few videos on if your washers are blocked and no water's coming out, that usually means that there's a blockage down by your reservoir, which there's lots of videos on this. It's basically behind the driver's wheel. You have to take off the wheel and all the backing and get to the reservoir in there. It's quite a long job, but there's quite a few videos on that, so I won't talk about that too much. This is if you've tried to clear your nozzles, the first thing to do is try and clean them. If that doesn't work, then what I did was swapped the driver's one onto the passenger side and vice versa to hopefully see if that changed anything. That tells you then, because it comes from the reservoir up to the driver's side, then across to the passenger side. There's one good one and one bad one, and when you swap them, the bad one moves to the other side. It shows that there's no blockage going between the two. So this is basically how you change them over. First of all, just open the bonnet. This is on my 2006 E90 model. Next thing to do to make it easier to get to, there's the nozzle itself, the one that's not working right. I've tried cleaning it and it didn't work. Like I said, I've swapped it side to side, put it on the driver's side, and it was still doing it, whereas the driver's side one, when I put it onto the passenger side, it was all good. So I'm pretty sure the nozzle's just a bit old and knackered. I think BMW charge about £45 to £50 for this part, so I picked up one off eBay for £9.45 from a 2010 model that had been scrapped. To get to it, you need to take this cover here off from the microfilter. There's 6 bolts, so there's one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, and one there. To do this, you need your 8mm socket. So it's quite hard using a camera at the same time, but we'll take these off. One tip is don't just leave the bolts just lying around because they can fall down inside. Just put them in your pocket or somewhere. So when you've undone all your bolts, the microfilter just comes off the cover. That's what it looks like underneath. That's just comes out if you need to change your microfilter. So this is the part we need to change. So as you can see, it's connected using the water hose and the electrical connector. Now these bits just clip. It's quite hard using the camera to do it. So there's a little thumb clip there that you just clip, push down, and then it just unclips. Now the water hose, this bit just pulls off, but they are on very tightly. So to get this out, you just pull it back like that, pulling it towards the engine, and then you can pull it up through. It's a bit fiddly, but basically this, you don't need to touch that little clip in there. This, you can hold it with one hand, this hose, and twist the nozzle and it should just come off. They're on quite tight though, so you have to kind of pull it a bit at the same time. It's quite hard to film. So that's the old one off. Now get the new one, and it's just basically in reverse. So push the connecting cable through, and then connect the water cable, the hose back on. It just pushes right in, and this connects up. The power cable connects again. It just clips into place, and then you put start with the back, and it just clips down. So you start with the bit nearest the engine, it clips in, then you just push it down and the other part clicks into place. Okay, so that's back into place. Make sure you just got it the right way around. You then just put the microfilter back on and fix the bolts, the 6 bolts back on, just slide into place and tighten them up, and you're all done.